Hey, guess who's back? Oh, guess who's back? Hey, back again. Hey, Sweet Lips back. Hey, tell your friends. All right, now we got Sweet Lips back here, right here live. I'm gonna log in. Tell your friends. All right, now we got Sweet Lips back here. Hold on, child. Hold on, guys. You.
Hello
here,
to
you
my
here.
sweet little fans out there. Oh, Sweet Lips is here. The charmer himself. The truth. The man with the golden glove. Besides Michael Jackson. You know, he got the crystal glove. I got the golden glove.
Yeah, that's the truth. The man telling the truth. He's the truth teller. He's a truth teller.
We're going to get some things off our chest and talk about things that's out there that needs to be talked about. Because people need help. I should know. We give you our advice and our true feelings of how we look at things. Life is short. Gotta have fun. Gotta love the ones you love.
Yeah, and love the ones you with. And don't be a great pretender.
Yeah, don't be a
yes, I'm the great pretender.
Yeah, we don't like all those fake loved ones out there.
Yeah, don't be a great pretender.
Because if I see you, I'll roll you over. Wham! Just quick fast.
So, guys, there's the WhatsApp number for the ones who want to call on WhatsApp.
Yeah, call us.
There
we want to hear from
y'all.
Don't be scared. We don't bite. Well, we don't bite too hard. I want my teeth to fall out.
Somebody come and get them.
Oh,
someone come and get them.
I just love myself. I just love myself.
Come and get this.
This is what you get. The love from Sweet Lips. I just love myself. And I love people. I love those that love me. And even if you don't love me, I love you anyway.
Yeah.
If you ever walk in the hip with a brick, that was me. That's the brick of love. That put you in the head of something. Teach you a lesson. But give us a call. We love to hear from you. Yeah. So how is everyone doing? Christmas is coming. You better been good.
Yeah.
Better been good. Old Saint Nick ain't gonna come down that chimney with Sweet Lips coming through the window. And you know what that means. I'm stealing. No, just kidding.
You'll be the Grinch that stole what? Everything.
Oh, I just love this. Love being with Sister Sledge. See, there's love here. There's love here. Right. Love
and truth.
Oh, yeah.
That's why we talk about it. That's why it's to the point. That's why we will talk about it. If it is happening, we will do what? We will talk about it.
Yes, indeedy.
We will talk about it.
Don't be afraid to love. Don't be afraid to give love.
Yeah.
You get it.
Yeah, but what you don't also need to be is a pretender.
Don't
If
pretend.
you're really not in love,
say so.
No, just leave. Just leave. Just walk away.
Yeah.
Don't sit there and be fronting, wasting somebody's time, having them thinking that you all into them, and the whole time you just against them.
And you want to polish up the ornament every now and then when you feel like polishing up the ornament.
Yeah, don't do
ornament
that.
Need love. They need a little greasing. They some shining too.
Somebody get this fool.
Yeah, I'm speaking truth. You know what I mean?
Right, and he is speaking the truth.
Don't be afraid to love.
But better yet, how do we point out? Like, what are the telltale signs that someone's just pretending to love you? How do you know? And not only how do you know, because a lot of times we don't know because we're so in love with that person, not being aware that that person is really using us for whatever, roof over our heads, bank account, a car, who knows?
Just don't want to be alone.
Because I just
don't want to be loved. It's like, hey, come on now.
I'd rather be loved and needed. Hey, but don't, hey, look.
You got to express your love. Other than that, if you don't express your love, how's someone going to know? Don't be afraid. And if you're afraid to love, then, man, you're just going to be miserable.
Right.
You're
But
gonna be
don't fake
miserable.
it. Don't do that because
that's true.
you know what, man
Because you're
or
robbing
woman,
someone else
right?
of that love they can get to someone else. Man or woman, you're right. Don't be. I mean, come on now, and don't be ashamed to say what you feel and express how you feel. How someone gonna know if you don't say it or express it? But when they do, take heed to it. Take it seriously.
Right. That
And if
part
you
right
can't
there.
respond back, then say so. Don't waste time and don't waste their time. Life is short.
And you know what? And that's a problem that a lot of people have, though. They cannot express love for some reason. They cannot.
Read a goddamn book. A book on love. I mean, something. The world has changed. Go online and look it up. How do I love someone? And you might get something back. The computer might say, if you don't know by now, then you're an idiot.
No, and not only that.
That's just
but
me.
If you learn, if you know how to love someone when you know how to love yourself.
Yeah.
And that's where the problem lies. We don't know how to love ourselves and accept ourselves and know our worth.
Because that's true. No matter how much you can express and tell someone how much you love them and how important they are and how special they are and how beautiful they look and how great you feel when they're around you, that this the joy that they give you, still in all, they just don't know how to love. And then in return, when you don't, you make that person feel inadequate. Like, I just feel like an idiot. All these things I expressed and said for no reason at all. Because I just feel like you just ain't understanding me, or you just not trying to even understand me. You're not even giving an effort.
Yeah. What was that? Oh my goodness. It's crazy because Marie was just singing at the other day. I think it was like an old Eddie Murphy movie, and he was like looking for love and all the ones, something like that.
So, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't know
don't
the
be
words
looking
to
for
that.
love.
Yeah,
Don't be
yeah.
looking for love. Okay.
It's like,
Love yourself, my people. Love
yeah.
yourself. Learn how to love you. Learn how to respect you, and then you will learn how to reciprocate that love to others. They would know that you're truly into them. But my thing is this, and I see a lot of, is that now people mistake love for they mistake like a long distance love, not long distance, but a long term love for, I almost want to say, charity, because all they're looking for is something. They want what you have and they don't want to work for it. So they come with false pretenses. Oh, you look good. Like we said before, lying, pretending to be someone that they're not. And then all of a sudden, now they're looking at you in disgust, or they're in your bed with their phone attached to their hip still, like this under the blanket.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, the bird fell. 3:00 in the morning. Who's talking about birds?
That's a good one.
Oh, you need me to come in right now?
Yes. Come on.
Don't do that, people.
Yeah. I mean,
and it's happening too often. It's happening too often because let me tell you something. I seen this video, and this guy was trying to break up with this chick. Yo, she was in his car, screaming, kicking the window, just going in. Don't leave me! Don't leave me! Don't leave me! I seen another chick kick right through the windshield, and it was like she fell right into the dude's windshield. And at that point, what do? How do you handle that? Like, yo, you have to know your worth. You have to know your worth. And when you're in this situation, predicament, whatever you want to call it, and and you can see that relationship is not working, why stay?
Yeah, and that's not,
Why? Why are you still there?
But we do say, and some people stay for all the wrong reasons. And here's the thing, because I said it before and I'll say it again. And for our followers out there, you've been keeping up with what Sweet Lips said. You know, I said, love hurts. Love is for real. I mean, when you love someone, there is no limit, because that's how you feel.
Right.
That's how you, and you would go, because it took a while to understand, like, oh, they love them. Why they letting them this? Because everything that someone may be doing to you that may be wrong, that love you have for them blinds all that.
Yeah.
You don't see it because you love them that much. But then I had to realize, this one thing I see is that when you tell someone, express how much you love them, some people can't handle that. They can't handle, some people cannot handle the passion that love has. When you be like, oh wow, I don't know, I mean, they sound crazy, they love me too much. Nah, you should be happy that someone expressed that to you and love you that much. Yeah. Do you know what someone give to be in your place to feel that? That's the thing about it. Love makes you blinded to a lot of things. But here's the thing that I realized. You can keep on taking that for granted, but sooner or later, when it stops, you will feel it. You will feel the loneliness. Yeah. You will feel what you miss. Now, that person that loved you that much, no longer, and that love going somewhere else. Yep. Somewhere else. Then you sit there and be like, oh, I remember when this happened. I remember when that woman loved me so much, or he loved me so much, he did this and that. The grass, people always think it's green on the other side, and it's not. Now you turn around and be like, okay, well, down the road, things will be, yeah. You get with someone else that can't even express a bit of love to you, that didn't give you not one bit of nothing that you had and lost, but it's too late now, because now you sitting around here with this old Grinch. You know what I mean? And you be like, wow, I really gave that up, because you took it for granted. You took it. I don't mean to love. I love her so much because what she cooked.
Karma come and catch you.
Yo, you think? You think?
When you think you that in love with someone else, the mess that you pulled.
Yep.
Hammer, the mess that you pulled on somebody else, that person that suddenly you let your guard down on, that's gonna be the one that gets you. Yeah. Because it's called karma, because what you did in the beginning was not right. Hey. If you don't want to be with someone and you going through some tough times and you have to sit there and smile in somebody's face, creep into their bed and get all these lies going along with a couple of moves, knowing doggone well that you don't even like that person. And then all of a sudden you break someone's heart and you enjoy doing it, karma gonna come back for you.
Or you sit around here and all this time, not only do you pretend for so long, making them feel that you love me, you understand me. I mean, we together this thing, and realize that you're not. And then you want to get mad when someone else want to pick up that ornament and shine it up. Now all of a sudden you interested now. Yep. But when you had it, it was just in the corner collecting dust and you was taking it for granted.
Yep.
Too late.
Yep.
That's what you will realize. Don't get with someone. And we told y'all before, we speak from the heart. The way you start off is the way you should end. Don't start off all great. And then all of a sudden you just throw a monkey wrench on it. And all of a sudden now it's like, okay, what happened to the passion? What happened to the sit down and the conversations you had, the laugh, the grin? What happened to all that? Oh, well, things don't change. No, you change. I didn't. I don't live for the outside world. It's all about here, what we have and what we built. This is what I live for. This is what I want. This is the reason why I settled down. This is how we feel. And that goes both ways. He or she, man or woman, it don't make it. We're not saying one side up, but we're just saying when you with someone and you get with someone, keep it going, build together. But when you decide to change, let that person know. And if you can't give the same, then move on. Let them move on and you move on.
Yeah. And don't be one of those pretenders that you think that your job and your mission in life is try to save someone. Oh, she looks needy to me. Oh, I'm going to come in. Hey. if you want that, I'm here like, Mighty Mouse, or you underdog, or, whichever one that went into the booth and came out with the cape. That's who you be. That's who you are. That's how you entered. Don't you ever think that someone is using you. Again, you are a pretender, because you come in pretending that you're there for love, but you there thinking that, oh, I gotta rescue. So if you want a rescue mission and you think you're a fireman, you come put out somebody else's fire. Guess what? When you put out that fire, when that fool see all the smoke clear, nobody in that room but you.
That's right. That's right.
That's who you're gonna be. That's who you're gonna be.
And
that's you get what you put in.
That's a good one.
You get in.
That's right. That's right. And see, because we said before, not every people are brought up differently, so some people know how to express their love and this and that. That bothered me. We all started off that way. It wasn't no handbook about it, but we learned how we feel and how to express ourselves as time go on. And then we knew what we wanted. Those that sit around here and don't, because that's those that lips. They don't want that. They assume, well, this is the way society is. And well, then you assume wrong. Because here's the thing, the same way when we start out, we have to learn things from experience. We had to go to school to learn how to read and write. You had to learn it.
Right.
If you cannot even take the time to, well, let me learn how to love someone. I don't really know how to do that. Then if you don't know how to do that, stay by yourself, or when you meet someone, let them know that. This is all new to me. Because one thing I did realize, and just looking at, I was seeing someone on social media, someone said, people try to fix themselves at the wrong time. You should fix yourself before you get involved. People want to fix themselves when they're involved. Well, I'm learning this as I go along. Because the person that you with, they didn't start off that day. They didn't know that. They don't got time while you sitting around here trying to figure out yourself. You should have figured out yourself all that time you've been alone by yourself. That was the time to figure out yourself. You want to do it while you in a relationship? No.
And let me tell you what another great pretender will do. Hey, look, if you call yourself being in a relationship with someone, now all of a sudden, it's like you behind that person's back taking family votes. Well, my mother said you was no good. My sister said she don't like you. And you cave into that, you are a great pretender.
Oh, yeah.
You are a pretender.
Oh, yeah. I realize this.
You're a pretender.
Your family, your friends.
Keep them out your business.
Not only you keep them out your business, they should have no decision on what goes on in your life, in your relationship.
Because they're great pretenders too.
That's right. That's on you. That's on. And my thing is to also, it's like, if you feel a certain way, express that. Say so. That's the honesty about that. And then if you're honest with each other, it will work, because then now we know what this is. Now we know what type of relationship we have. Right. And I have no problem with that. It's like, hey, this is how we feel about certain things, especially when you realize you're in a situation with, especially for those that, if you're single, let's say single. Okay, let's say you're together and you don't have kids. That's different. But then when you got kids, things become a little bit more serious now. Now you have to look at things at a different angle, because now there's kids involved. You got kids now. Sometimes it ain't that easy to just pick up and just go. Because everybody think like, I think about the kids, and we stayed like old school.
The kids
old school. We stay together for the kids, and with the kids knew. And half of the things that the kids see, they don't say, but they react in the way that they start reacting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The way they start acting out. They hear the arguments behind the closed doors. You think they don't, but they do. So that's a different situation then when you have a family.
And know exactly what it's all about. They know what it's all about.
But no one don't stop to say, you know what? Okay, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to work this out. And we're going to work this out in a decent way. Let's not argue about it. We know what it is, and it's that. Okay, if that's the case, fine. You do you, I do me, but we're gonna be respectful about it. You know what I mean? And that works out fine. As human beings, you have to learn how to sit down and discuss things. And if you listen to Sweet Lips, because I'm telling you, Sweet Lips, I'm trying to put the glove on you. When you sit down and talk, speak from the freaking heart. Be real about it. Don't be a pretender. Be real. Say what's on your mind, because that's the time to say something. Don't come up way down the road a year later, months later, and be like, oh, I didn't know that. Well, we had a time that we were sitting down talking. I thought you was being real. I thought we was putting the cards on the table, because I was. So you were just making it up as you go along? Now you got something to tell me about that you should have told me about 3 months ago? Nah, I don't think so. Because then that means your word and what come out your mouth means nothing no more. Nothing. Because the time we sat down and took this seriously, evidently you've been telling me a bunch of bull crap.
Right.
That's a pretender. I'm just going to say what I need to say, because as long as I say the right things, everything will be fine with you. Nah. I don't want that. I want you to be real. Tell me what's on your heart. If you ain't got no love for me, say so. I don't got no problem with that.
And you know what else? Hey, and don't get caught up in that, oh, well, I'm going to my mother, I'm going to my sister, I'm going to my brother, I'm going to my friend. Because guess what? A lot of times, if I say 100%, 99% of, no, I ain't going to take the number that high. It really probably is that high. Well, I'll say 80% of the people that you are telling this to, they are great pretenders also, because they don't even want you. Your mama, your friend, your brother, your sister, the dog, the cat, the bird. They're not even happy with you being in a relationship, especially if it looked like you're smiling too long.
Yeah.
Those are the great pretenders that will sit in your face and, oh, girl, yeah, you should get rid of him, because you know, all of a sudden, oh, I seen him with so-and-so last week, or I seen her with so-and, oh, they look too close for me. Great pretenders. They're pretending to be your friend, but the whole time they are mad because you spending too much time with your significant other or someone that you were just trying to get to know, and they want you to go hang out with them, but you haven't hung out with them in months because, you know, you wrapped up trying to be in love. So of course they're going to sit up there and tell you, oh yeah, girl, you should get rid. Oh, I knew from the start. Oh, I could tell he was no good by the pants he had on. Just stupid. Oh, I knew she wasn't no good because I knew that was a weave. Come on, child. Y'all better open. Y'all better open your mouth and open your mind. Don't
bring down the hammer, because see, that's so true.
Yeah.
Sometimes those that you talk to are those that's really telling. Not only they pretending, but they hoping you fail. Because here's the thing. That's when I learned this. When I see people talking, it's like, you know what? I wish I would have knew certain things. Like I said, we learn from experience. It's like I travel. My group, if those I seen on Twitter, guy said my group, I only hang with those that are married. I can't talk to somebody that's not married because they don't understand where I'm coming from, and they're gonna give you the wrong advice. If you ain't married, what can you possibly tell me? What could you possibly tell me? Nothing, because you're single. You gonna give me that single thought for someone that's single. I need to talk to someone that's married because they gonna keep it. They understand. I learned that the hard way. Now, see, I know if I have a situation, and I'm speaking to me, so brother, keep it real. Sweet Lips, keep it. Look at these lips.
Look at Sweet Lips. Real.
I'm gonna sit around here, and I'm gonna talk to Sister Sledge.
Yeah.
Married 60-something years.
Hey.
Look. We can say 60, we can say 30. The bottom line is she's been married long enough that she knows. She don't
32.
Look at that. Look at that. And so that's where I'm going. And here's another thing for you people out there that don't realize. Those that had some type of age with them, we know what we talking about. See, some of you youngsters thinking like, oh, y'all talking about how I was back in your day. No, we talking about how it is right now. Honestly, It ain't changed that much. We used to say that to our parents. Oh, they talk, man, that was back when y'all was going. But it's just a circle. It keeps going. It keeps going. Things have not changed much.
Yes, Niecy living life.
It have
Sweet
not
lips.
changed much.
Sweet lips.
Things are all still the same.
Same, exactly.
We be trying to help y'all out, and from experience telling you what we were, and then you know what happens? You'll turn around here, and then it happens, and then you'll look at, and we just look at you like, I told you that was gonna happen. I knew, but it's the same with just different players. That's all it is. That's right. All it is.
The game's still the same.
Exactly.
The players change, and you know what? Let me just say this. Marie said, family be the main ones to tell all your business to children, spouses, or anybody, and sit right there like they didn't know nothing. That's what I'm saying. A lot of times when you know what, and what family and friends don't realize is this: when you as family sit there and pretend, oh, you know, you my sister or you my cousin and I love you, and behind your back they running over there to your man or woman, oh yeah, she ain't nothing, and you know, when she was 5 she had stole a loaf of bread and she was with this guy and he was using her and he was beating her. You already put in this fool's head that he doesn't have to respect you. Yeah. Because he's looking at it like this. Well, if your own family pulling this on you, or if your own family pulling this on you, you know, and so they pretending like they love you and pretending like they like you and they talking about you to me. So why do I have to just sit there? Hell, if you used to somebody going upside your head and taking your money, well, I'm gonna get what I can get to and get out of here. Those be the same people that caused your downfall. And the ones that's in your business. And here's the thing
about family or friends. The ones that keep it real with you, give a piece of advice. Let me tell you how that looks. You can sit around here and look at someone. You say like, yeah, I ain't in my business. But you can see in that relationship, family, you could be around and see how things go. Husband, wife, either way it goes. You know who ain't treating who right. But instead of you just saying, hey, you know what? Hey, if you don't get your crap together, you gonna lose what you got, man. You gonna lose that. Because they like, oh, she don't left me or he don't left me. I don't know why, and this is that. And we sit there and we be like, yeah, I don't know. Instead of just saying, I know why, like you know why. You know what messed up. But then we also look and say, hey, what did you do?
Right.
To actually even try to save that relationship, or even did you do anything? I remember that woman. It was nothing that woman wouldn't do for you. Nothing. And you just turn around here and poo-poo all on her. So how long you thought that was going to last? The brother, no, I've been there. Amen. That's how I learn. That's how I learn. Sweet lips keep it. Look, this is coming from the heart. This is coming from here. That's how I learn. And in time, when we learn things, we try not to do the same thing. But let me tell you something too. We also turn around here and try not to, but we wind up somehow slipping into this little world where we just somehow get with these pretenders and was fooled. And we're like, what? I thought I hit the jackpot. I thought I hit the jackpot. And all this time, you were just full of crap.
Yes.
You were just, how you don't know you and expect me to know you? I thought I did. That's what I thought I was getting.
Niecy said, "My experience has been my greatest teacher," and that's what Sweet Lips saying. That's what I'm saying. This is experience,
and we be trying to school people and give them some of that knowledge that we got from what we learned, and they don't want to take heed to it. They always think like, oh, this, and then they fall flat on their face, even though they have to learn the hard way. But I always learn like I would love to learn the easy way than the hard way. That hard way, that bad boy hurts. That bad, because if I could have seen and listened before I done certain things, I would have never done it. I would have never done it. But I tell you one thing that Sweet Lips do, I don't hesitate to express my love because I got love. I got love. That's just me. I got love. I'm going to express my love
on my mind.
But don't take people's love for granted. Because I said it before. Love hurt and love is blinding.
The feeling he feel inside.
Hey, it's like I'm just.
He woke up early this morning.
That's just me.
That's right.
And for those that sweet live love, I love you. But you know what I mean? I'm kind of like do the right thing, my man. You know what I mean? Love and hate on each hand. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I hate you with the hate. You know what I mean? But if I love you, I need some love. You know what I mean? That's me. But sweet lips, boy, I just don't deal with you no more.
Yeah,
I ain't got time. My energy is just like I don't deal. And if you can't love me back, I don't want to deal with you no more. I just don't. Life is too short. I want to be happy. I want to be loved. I want to be hugged. You know what I mean? I want compassion. That's what we all strive for.
That's what we should strive for.
Yes. I mean, we settle down for a reason. Other than that, we all can still be out there, be swingers and everything else.
Well, Marisa, let me in. If there's the live, there's the I put the
That's the sister with the black glove. Watch out. She coming in.
I put the invite from StreamYard in there because we're streaming live, but we're streaming on our app, and there it is. Or you can call in through
call in.
WhatsApp.
Give us a call. Ring a ding ding. Who is it? Will you give us a call? We take phone calls.
Guys, on the real tip though, hey, look, if your heart ain't in it, then leave a person alone for someone else to come along and love them.
Yeah.
If you know that, you know, you're going through a hard time, why would you enter into a relationship and pretend like everything's okay?
Exactly.
And you know, all is well with you when you know that you coming in half crazy.
Yeah. And that all this I learn as I go along. No, you should have learned that before you even came along. Before it became two, you should know you and on what you cannot do.
Right, because you done been through enough relationships to know exactly who you are and know exactly. We said before, sometimes you've been through enough relationships and you know you to the point that you know that you really need to be by yourself.
Exactly. It ain't nothing wrong with being by yourself. And sometimes, even if you ain't even been through enough relationships, use it to look. Life itself teach you a whole lot.
Oh, it is. Hey, use the app that I sent to you. No, well, I was not paying. I must have been paying attention. Try it back again and see. Well, I mean, you can just talk. You could talk because they can hear you. Yeah, you can hear.
This is Wheat Johnson speaking.
Oh my God, guys!
Wheat Johnson speaking from the heart.
Wheat Johnson speaking from the heart,
okay.
AKA. This is Marie.
AKA Marsha Brady.
AKA Marsha Brady. Guys, she is joining us.
And just elaborating on what my brother
Wheat
said.
Wheat Johnson.
He's actually telling the truth, because you can give your heart, you can give your all. But if someone is not ready to reciprocate on what you're giving out to them and what you're showing them, and they can be easily influenced by other people, and family is very convincing just because they're your family, that other person will automatically believe them. So if he is real or she is real, then no one can penetrate what you have. And you know, I've seen a lot of relationships where it is beautiful. I'm not going to say they don't have ups and downs, but they hang in there and they stick it out. And one don't throw the other under the bus just because. But because you have someone that is true to you and you sit there and you take advantage, you know, sometimes you reap what you sow, because what you put out is what you're going to get back. So when it starts knocking on your door, you cannot sit there and be upset and ask why. Look back over your track record and think about what you did, okay? I'm going to say in my marriage, yes, I was faithful. But once I found out what he was doing, it was like a tick for tack, okay? And it was like, why do I need to go through this? So I'm going to have to let this go, because when I got married, I married you. If I wanted to stay out in the street and still do the things that I was doing, then I wouldn't have never got married. But see, when you take on a wife or you take on a husband, wherever you put your spouse to, that man, whatever your wife is out there doing, you suffer too in the long run because it comes back on you.
Right, and then you're afraid to love.
Find that scripture part in the Bible where it said so. Okay, it says it in the Bible.
Right.
Okay, so a lot of people don't know that, but as Sweet Lip said, old school teaching sometimes is the best, and it's better to hang around people that is married like you than to be around those who are single, because a single person, like he said, can only give you single person point of view. They cannot give you marriage point of view. So it's better to talk to someone who is married, someone who is older, who can actually sit down and tell you the right and the wrong and differentiate the two. You don't have to sit there and be nobody's punching bag, stepping stone, no lapdog or anything else. Because if it's uncomfortable, first of all, if you're not happy, how you going to make her happy or him happy? If you're not happy, how you going to keep the kids happy? If you're not happy, your house will not be functionable. Okay? People are jealous for different reasons. And as Sister Sled said, if they see you smiling too hard and you're too happy and you're going out too much, somebody got to find something to throw up inside there to mess it up.
Exactly.
Okay? But to infiltrate the camp, you have to open that door in order to let the infiltration in. So when you open the door and let the enemy in, that's when all the problems start. Watch who you talk to, because not everybody has your best interest at heart. Watch who you tell your business to, because people will cut a record, do a movie, and write a book all the one sentence before you could blink your eye quicker than the cat to lick his ass.
This is true.
Watch yourself.
This is true, because everyone out there always wants to sit around here and go on social media and tell their business. Hey, you're right. Everybody always right. You know, I'm a couple. Keep your business to yourself.
Exactly.
Or you feel like, oh, well, I got to get in on it. No, you don't. Keep your business, because once you put it out there, ain't no getting it back.
Right.
Everybody has
it becomes public knowledge.
Exactly.
It becomes public knowledge.
And stop talking to those that don't even know no better. Oh, I'm gonna sit around here and I'm going to talk to my friend about you. Go talking to a friend of yours that already going through crap in theirs. What can they tell you any good? They can't even handle their own.
That's what I said.
So how they going to give you some
advice?
How they going to give you some advice? Are you kidding me? And
those
stop.
Are the great
and for yous out there, here's the thing from Sweet Lip. Stop talking about what you ain't going to do. That's what bothers me about people talking about, well, I ain't going to do that. If I was in a relationship, I wouldn't do this. Since when? You're already talking negative.
Exactly.
I will own up to what my part was, and my part was.
We all got to own up to our part.
Oh, you know what? Let's think about the truth.
Some people can't do that.
Right, and those be the ones that's always, because she did this and she did this and she didn't do this and she didn't do. But it's like, what role did you play in it?
You know, we all learn.
What role did you play?
Yeah, we all learn from experience. We all have a.
Well, I did this because
it's two sides. It's two sides.
Once you get married in the eyes of God, it is until death do you part.
Well, and don't let it be to death, because you know.
Can I tell you one thing? I can tell you, when you get married, it's the death. It's the death do you part. But here's the thing about it: with Sweet Lips, seen and learned. Learn. Hear me when I say learn, you people out there. Learn. Not only seen, learn. When you turn around here and realize when things go wrong, sometimes it takes two. Everybody played a role in playing the part, because here's the thing. You can say, well, yeah, his fault, her fault. No, instead of saying it's our fault. When we turned around here and we missed that communication somewhere along the line. Right. You must have told me something. I listened, but I ain't take heed to it, and I ain't sit around here and put it out there. You did the same thing to me, so we just passed each other, and this is how it went wrong. So you can't say, well, just her fault, his fault. No, it's our fault. Our fault. And we learn from that.
What are we going to do to fix it?
But a lot of times you also have to realize when it's over, it's over.
Oh, yeah.
And when it's over, it's over. When you know that it is over and you're still sitting and you're eating at that table and you're laying in that bed and you know that it's over, you are a pretender.
You know when it's over, when you wake up and you go out for breakfast and you sit down by yourself in the chair, no table, no furniture, there ain't nobody but just you and the wind blowing through the house. It's over. They don't packed up and left. They don't packed up and that's it. And then sometimes, here's the thing. You're right.
Because sometimes that's all you need. It's like you can have all this. I'll start over.
You have to realize. That's true. That's and don't keep using. And some people have a tendency of using the kids as an excuse. That's an excuse. Don't use the kids because you ain't actually helping them out. You making it worse. These kids see. If you want to help your kids and make it better, then you know it's time to just go and separate. Let's do it decently. Now, if you with someone and they don't want to do it decently, then I'm going to do it and take care when the kid's not around. I'll do it the right way because I don't want to keep having this done in front of these kids because they will suffer in the long run.
And
that's right.
And
they
arguing
will,
with each other.
And that's the thing that we learn. That's the thing that, I say it again. I have changed everything because I have learned from mistakes that I have made. And that's the reason why I am able to talk about it and say, if I love you and tell you I love you, I mean it. And I'm going to give it my all. But I also learned I'm not going to continue to do that when I see the same ain't coming back. There comes a time when I have to say, hey, you know what? This is it. This ain't working. This ain't working.
Right.
Life is too short. It's like this ain't working. Don't give me the maybes and don't give me, oh, well, it takes time. You know what it takes time to do? It takes time to bake a cake. But you know how quick that cake can fucking bake? You think I got time for you to sit around here for the next couple of years and try to figure out yourself? Figure out yourself by yourself. I don't have time for it. Oh, no. We have to realize that.
That's right.
No, I ain't got time. You should have done that before you even came along. You should have done that before we even got involved.
But you know what the crazy part about it, too, a lot of things that I would honestly say that is missing is that when you enter into these relationships and you know what I mean, that foundation that you start on is all about sex, clubs, drinking, getting high. When that is the foundation of your relationship, it is bound to fail.
Yeah.
It is bound to fail.
Then we have the other side. You can get in a relationship and turn around here and there could be none of that involved. You don't go out, you don't hang out, you don't drink, but you started a relationship off right. You're both communicating, you both do the same thing. We do make suggestions, nothing. And still something goes wrong. Now, what went wrong? What went wrong is this person is not who I thought they were.
The pretender.
They started off with all this love and they was everything that I done, they gave me back. But they gave it back.
Spending money that they borrowed.
They gave it back all this time they was pretending.
Spending money that they borrowed.
That act like he or she is a millionaire and buying up every and anything as a conversation that
to lure you in.
So you're
to lure you in.
You're buying love, and then when that money runs out, now they look looking at you differently because you got a pocket full of dust. You don't have 50 cents over lunch money. Now this person is looking at you because this is what they expect from you. So it was you was buying them, so they didn't mind giving a little water in the garden for the cake. You understand? And cooking a piece of chicken and making a piece of cornbread, okay? And you was happy with it. But now that you don't have the money, now it's like you're a bum.
Yeah, it's time to go.
And see, Sweet Lips never experienced stuff like that. Because when I take you out, I got my book of food stamps in my pocket. And I'm ripping off little dollar food stamps, or I'm ripping off a $10 food stamp. I got the food, and we going to the Chinese restaurant, and you can get all you want for these food stamps. And when these food stamps run out, and then you run out, the gig is up. I don't spend no cash, and I use my little fake little coin, little 5 cents. I used to get back in the day. You know, when you get the food stamp, you have to get a little plastic little coin, 10 cents. You know, penny. Y'all know what I'm talking about out there. You people know. See, street is keeping it real. Y'all know. Your sister stands sitting there, and she looking at me like, child, he don't went all the way back to the little food stamp book. And the little coins that you get back in change that were just nothing but the little plastic.
But let me tell you on some real talk. Let me tell you on some real talk though. And this is where some people get used. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna tell you how even with that, people will tend to take advantage of you and use it against you.
Yeah.
When you yourself enter into a relationship and you try to build that foundation based on spiritual, biblical, based on Jesus, they will take that. But that is how, to me, a relationship should be built on. Because once you have that and you say, you know, it's not like you're trying, because some people do try this, but it's not right. You know, you try to throw it down somebody's throat instead of giving them time to come and meet you on that foundation and build that relationship based on serving God. When you base your relationship there, then your idea and the way you see each other is different, because you're seeing it through a spiritual eye. You're seeing it based on, you know, your belief that whatever's going on, that if you pray, two praying together, prayers will be heard. But then the flip side of that is you have the pretender that will pretend that they agree with you, saying, let's build our relationship on the foundation of Christ. They will take that and they will pretend to be there with you. And the whole time, it's just nothing but them pretending to like what you like, love what you love, and then they use it against you. Well, if you say that the Bible say that, you know, the man's the head of the household and the woman's the helper, how you helping me out by beating me in the head with all this bull? They use it against you.
Right.
But let me tell you something. But when you come off of that angle and you know that you are praying and you know that you are living your life, you know what I mean, according to, I want to say, the grace of God, and he has, you know, extended mercies. He has poured mercy on you. That Holy Spirit going to tell you, get up and go. This marriage is to death, do you apart. But the one that you with, hey, if that person is no good, you're going to get all the signs in the world. And let me tell you something. When you get those signs and the Holy Spirit is knocking you in your head at night, saying when you get up in the morning, he better be gone. It's time for you to pack your bags or pack his bags, because whatever it is that you are lacking, the good Lord will send someone to replace that food that's using you.
That's it.
He will send someone to use, because that is against the rules. That is against, you know, I used to say it's against God's law and about the commandments, but see, that was in the Old Testament to me. That was the Old Testament. That was just some tools for us to use to learn how to navigate through life. But you see, Well, you know, God will say,
what the sister saying,
yeah, you got to
is
go. He got to send someone
the Lord
else to
will
you.
send someone your
Good.
way that will bless you, someone good. And on top of that, what Sister Sledge is saying, that person that the Lord will send to you, you will never know until I get there. That's me. That's
Somebody
me.
get him.
That's me.
Somebody get him.
Brother Melvin, I'm right there. I'm there. I'm right there.
If he said you, Brother Melvin,
hey,
he
I'm
can't
right
send you Brother Melvin
there.
because he already said Brother Melvin to somebody else. So do not believe sleep to them. No, but the real tip, he will send you someone that is true, that have the same beliefs that you have.
But you know, because here's a flip side. Because you know, I got my sisters here, and they giving you the prayer part, which is so good about the, you know, about the being and you know and the Lord. But here's the thing too, also, in turn, we all still. But you're still, but we all still human though. Here's the thing about that side too, because there's many out there, people that lived and grew up in the church, and no matter married someone within the church, and still they want to be on just as much as a high divorce rate as somebody regular. So that means somewhere along that line, someone have fell short. Someone have, because you could be brought up in the church. Oh, I mean, it's been done and it's still being done to this day. How many times you can sit down and how many times that preacher, or how many times he or she have been married? Oh, been married 3-4 times. Like, okay, you didn't get it right yet.
Right.
Because we all still human and someone's going to fall short.
Because there's some pretenders in there too, because that's where you're going to find the biggest hypocrites.
And I learned that is so true, because there is pretenders in every form of a religion. There's pretenders there's people here can preach you the book and turn around here and creep out the back door on their wife. I mean, there's pretenders every religion. There's pretenders. It's just you have those that has the right ratio and it works perfectly.
Yes.
And have those that talk out the side of their mouth.
Yes.
And turn around here and preach to you. And go home with a whole thing of problems.
A pretender is a pretender.
How you should bring your child into church.
You ain't never
and
lied.
You turn around here and look at the preacher and say, bring my child into church. I ain't even met yours yet. And you've been preaching for 20 years up in here. Where your kid at? But it happens.
The man of the church, the preacher, the man in the cloth is still a man. Underneath all of that, he's still a man. He's the wolf in sheep clothing. And that's why they say
pretender
has to be cleaned up, because you got to watch out.
But also that person has to give an account. That pastor, that preacher, that whatever, he is he's going to be held more accountable than the fool that's trying to screw you over.
And see, this is why sweet lips don't sit around. See, I don't dib and dab and try to pretend with, no, let me tell you something. I believe in the Lord. And let me tell you something. Every day I pray and I say, Lord, thank you for waking me up in the morning, and thank you for putting up with my foolishness, because I know I ain't gonna see. I always said the same thing. I ain't gonna sit around here in no church or no church pew and try to pretend and all that. I'm not doing that. If I'm gonna come, I'm gonna come correct. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right and fully. And this is me. If I can not do that, I'll just wait on the side and still say my prayers. I ain't got time for this pretend. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But I will from time to time sit around here and open up my Bible and read it. See, that's one thing people I realize too. You can sit in that church and you can sit around here and listen to them preach, but you got your own Bible. Read it. Read what's there. Read, because what may be coming out of his or she mouth may be a bunch of bull, but you read in your own Bible. Learn yourself. And you know, I remember some people back in the day would say, you know what? I ain't got to go to church for them to tell me that I can't read this Bible myself. What I need to sit up in there for? I can sit at home and do that myself. What I need that for? And then half the time they off scripture anyway. He talking about something. I'm looking at it like that ain't in this book. What is he talking about? You know what I mean? So
you're preaching what you want.
It's like, no, I'm good with that. You know what I mean? It's like, no. So that's just how sweet lips.
There are great pretenders everywhere. There are great pretenders. Hey, look, stop pretending, because somewhere along the line, you are causing mental and physical damage to someone else.
Yes.
And
You
we
are
say it
causing
again.
someone else.
If you don't love them, don't say it. If you don't feel that way, then say so. But just don't hold on to something because you don't want somebody else to have it. Because they're going to wind up getting
That's
it
the
anyway
worst.
sooner or
That's
later.
the worst. That's the worst.
Sooner or
That's the worst
later.
pretender. That is
Don't
the worst
turn around
pretender.
here, man or woman, and talk about, well, I love he or she. When I turn around here and see somebody else interested in it. Oh, well, I mean, that's the only time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, no, it's no.
Majority of the time, that's how it goes. They don't want to until somebody else does.
Yeah, it's like, nah. Or they see you happy, and they see you happy.
Yes.
You talk to somebody, they be like, oh, whoa, I got to interrupt that.
Slide
That's
back in.
that's too
Now
much
you
happiness for
sliding
me.
back in. Why you sliding in?
Yeah, it's like they wasn't like that with me.
Like everybody else.
Yeah, why you think they wasn't like that with you? There was a reason why they wasn't like that. Because maybe at once they was, and you wouldn't mess that up and took it for granted. So now you see it's like that with someone else. You got to go stepping in. Come on. It's like, no, that's selfish. That's selfish. If you can't love them, let somebody else do it. Let someone else do it.
Exactly.
And we're not saying it's perfect because no one out here is perfect.
Right. And if you don't feel the love, if you don't feel that love, regardless, hold on a minute. If you don't feel the love, regardless of what it is that you're going through, and you are willing to put in that work, but it is not being reciprocated, it is time to go.
Yeah.
It is time to go. That's just the bottom line to it all. You know what I mean? You know what they say, boy. Sometimes it really is true. You cannot teach your old dog new tricks.
That's right. That's
No,
right.
it is. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. Another man's trash is another man's treasure.
Yeah, you know what? Here's my thing. I always say this way, and I learned. If you turn around, and that's the old saying true. If your man or woman turn around here and even give someone the eye or look a certain way at this woman or this woman look a certain man, then that means you doing something wrong. You doing something wrong. There's something wrong in your relationship that you need to fix because that should never happen. Like I always say, people say, we all know back in the day, like, I couldn't take her if you was doing what you were doing. I couldn't take him if you were doing what you was doing. And so, because here's the thing, if they was given a love that they need, what are they going looking somewhere else for? Well, I mean, what was the purpose of that? Evidently, something went wrong and you messed up somehow. So don't act like you're surprised about it.
It's not always that something went wrong, Melvin.
Well, here's the thing. In any relationship, something has to go wrong because it takes two. It takes two.
It's a lot of temptation, Melvin.
Okay, yeah. Oh, no. Ho.
But
see,
even
I'm
if
not
there's
talking.
temptation,
See, I'm not talking. Look.
No, wait.
Even with temptation, it's
yeah,
still wrong.
Yeah, I know this. There's temptations out there. You're right. There's some hot pantses out there.
It's a lot of temptation out there, and as a couple going steady, a couple that is married, where a lot of people make mistakes at, and like I said, you have to be careful who you talk to because people be so jealous of what you have. You could be sitting there, he does this for me, he buy me that, or he or she, in the bedroom, we climbing and going across the wall and swinging on the door and this and that, and then other people sit up there, because I want to see what I want to know. You understand? And then before you know it, they start doing little things. If you never, and hear what I'm saying, if you never, as my friend, approached to my husband or my wife, walked up to them, and all of a sudden you hugging and kissing them on the cheek, and you never did that before, see, there's a problem. There's a problem. There's a problem. And then now you're going from the cheek and you study sliding across till you get to a lip on the side, and then you move into a full lip, or all of a sudden it's a whisper in the ear, or maybe just like a little pinky you rub in the middle of the hand, like what is going on? Little things like that. You have to watch little signs. Or you wearing close to nothing coming to my house, which you never done that before. You was coming dressing like the flying nun. Now all of a sudden you come in here barely naked, and you don't even leave nothing to the imagination. You understand? Because we don't all see you trick or treating, you Merry Christmas and everything. No, there's a problem. You understand? That's where you have to be careful at.
I agree with your sister that there's temptations. Are you right? There's always temptations. But here's what I look at it, the way I look at it. We also, when you're in a relationship, marriage, however you want to put it, when things are going well and y'all know that things are going well because you're both working at it, it's a such thing as it has to have trust. Because I'm not going to worry about every man my woman out there talking to, because you know what? People talk. I'm not going to be jealous of every little, because I can't in any relationship. I don't have time for all that. I should be able to trust and know what I got. So I'm not going to worry, because if I have to worry about it, then I don't want it. I don't. And that's the thing about, yeah, you're right. All the temptation, because here's the thing. There's plenty. And we have learned and we have seen and we know men and women out there, no matter what, they can sit around here and, hey, I have 40 women friends, but you know what? My wife know all 40 of them, and my wife trusted me. I don't have that problem. I don't have no problems at home and in my marriage. Whatever I need, I get at home. When I'm outside my home, I'm just outside. I'm just taking care of it. I got friends. She got friends. I don't have to worry about that. It's about trust and about how tight your relationship and your marriage is. When you have to start worrying, then you don't need it. That's just another added on problem. I ain't got to worry. If my and I want, and I'm talking from a man's point of view. I want my woman to go out there and look good. Look your freaking best, honey. Look good, because hey, I ain't got no problem. Just because you sit around here looking good, that don't make you no slut, no hoe, no nothing. And that don't mean I don't trust you. I trust what I got, because our relationship, our marriage is tight. We speak every day. We have communication. We say what's on our mind. We sit down and have conversations that seriously, that builds all the time on our relationship. That's why I look at it and learn the hard way. It don't make a difference. Just because your woman out there talking with the mailman don't mean she doing the mailman. If you thinking that way, then you got a problem. And that's why I said that there's always been, that's right, your problem. Your problem. And there's a problem in that marriage. That problem in that marriage may be you. You may have some insecurity problems, but that's something y'all should have took care of. That y'all just took care of. They ain't got nothing to do with her. You know you have that type of wife that, because here's the thing, one thing about men and women. We have those that like to communicate. I like talking to people. I like learning new things. Hey, I meet new friends. That don't mean I'm out there floundering around and cheating. This is who I am. You knew this when you married me. So why should I have to change now? Vice versa. It goes the same way. If you're a woman out there talking, you knew, first of all, that's probably how you met her. So why should she have to change now? Yes, temptations is out there, but that's the whole key. It's called temptation. And only time you people are tempted is when something is wrong. And it may be just something wrong within them, or maybe something wrong within their marriage. Because sometimes it don't take two. Maybe it could be just that one person. And you have men and women that love attention. You see, when you got that type, you got to have compliments all the time. Ooh, sweetie, you look good. I see it all the time. And I be like, oh, hey, thank you. You ain't got to say thank you. Why you got to worry about him telling you look good? I'm pretty sure your man or your husband tell you that every freaking day. So you need a little extra? So somebody else, it's like, that makes no sense to me. And vice versa. Somebody, and you a very handsome man. Okay. And you keep it walking. I don't need you to tell me that. My woman tell me that every day. Every day she tell me that. You can see us men, we see all the tail wagging out there in the world. A lot of us just keep on moving. It's like you ain't got no tail that I ain't got at home. It's like, what you really doing? That little hot stuff you wearing, I can have my wife wear that. That's what I'm saying. When you have that great foundation and you putting in that work, there's no need. You don't worry about no temptation out there. All of us, though, that's turn around here, and those that do have that temptation, that because there is no foundation. And the reason why there's no foundation, because everybody is pretending. That person you with is pretending. And if you wasn't pretending, you was so real. And if I'm going to speak to you, if I say to my woman, you know what, babe, you look good in this outfit right here, I would like for you to wear that. And you turn around and be like, no. Like, I think it looks nice. No. But then you turn around and be like, Dad, every time I try to make you look nice, I figure you look beautiful in that, sweetie. You don't want to wear that. But then all of a sudden, you do wear this because this person said that you look nice in it. It's like, but I said the same thing about that right here. That's a problem. Then you be like, okay, you know what? I ain't got to go through all that. I already know what the problem is. It's time for us to just separate. I ain't gonna even go through all that. Because man,
maybe for the separation though, you just have to explain to her, hey, look at here, if there's something outside that's catching your eye and that's where you want to be, well, go ahead and be. But if I'm telling you the same thing that next person is saying and you don't want to hear from me because you've heard it all before. See, I heard it all before.
Yeah.
Hey.
And if your man or your woman say that you look good in something, then you look good at. Why would you need a second advice? Then you go be like, oh, what do you think? I look good. It's like, I just told you look nice. What the hell?
It's not really even a second advice. It's just like, let me just tell you something that was funny today. Speaking on this. So Toy and I was in the store and don't listen looking at them looking at me, but I'm just walking like, hey.
Well, honey, I don't want to.
I'm just inside the store trying to pick me up. Okay, I'm in the store trying to pick me up some groceries. So, I don't know what you're looking at, but I see you. You see me. That's not what I'm here for. I don't know what you're here for, but I see you have some groceries. With a straight face, I just kept talking to Toy. Like you see it off your peripheral, and it's like, oh, okay. So when I got in the car, I was like, yeah, did you see those three checking me out? And she started laughing. She was like, Mom, you're a mess. Like, no, you see it, but that don't mean that now if I see you down aisle 10, I'm going to go down aisle 10 to see what your reaction really going to be. It's like, you see it, you keep going. The minute you stop and you entertain it, knowing that you are with someone else, you are wrong. You are wrong. And that is what temptation is all about, because now you're being tempted. Now you're being tempted and you're giving into the temptation. People can look at you all day long. That does not mean you have to entertain it. You don't have to entertain it. And what Sweet Lips said is right. Like, you was probably told, you was complimented already on the way out the door. So, but you know what? But a lot of times, that's just our ego. That ego playing with us. Like, yeah, I know I look good. I've seen her watching me. I'm saying, let me just go right by there again. Let me see. Oh, I see him looking at me. I see him looking at me. Let me just go bend over and pick up the a pack of donuts to see if he's still looking. You are wrong. You can see. You can see, but you don't need to. Let me just tell you this funny phrase.
Hello?
You can read the menu, but you need to eat at home.
Thank you.
You can see, like you can read the menu, like, whoa. And we all do it. We all guilty of it because there are celebrities out there. There are NBA players, NFL players that look good, and you see, and it's like, you sure look good to me. But that does not mean you go and you act on it when you know that you are in a relationship with someone else, because now you are a great pretender, because you are pretending to this person that you are available when you know that you're not. You are a pretender. You are the great pretender. But
in Tyler Perry's movie, Why Did I Get Married? I remember in the
that one dude did that to the wife.
His wife.
Always talking about her weight and everything else.
And she started changing her clothes and changing her undergarments and everything.
Making herself feel good, because this fool wasn't making her feel good.
Why are you paying so much attention to yourself now, where you used to get compliments, and then turned around, what happened? She started having lunch and dinner dates with his co-worker, that all of a sudden he felt that something was going on between them, and he started sending her flowers. And she's accepting these flowers, but she's taking out the little card that's saying exactly what it's saying on. You have to write the little card and stick it in the envelope when they deliver it. Okay, So now she started hiding it. So when he sees this and he's asking, you know, you come up with 50 different excuses. Now when he's asking you, all of a sudden you want to be honest. Well, it's really nothing. We had lunch. He likes me, but I don't entertain. You entertain when you accept the flowers when you went out to lunch. You
Right.
accept it. You entertain.
A great
Okay?
pretender. A
If
pretender. You pretended to be
spud at
available.
home,
Mm-hmm.
then you stay with your dud spud. Because sometimes when you're going after the greater potato is not always that greater potato.
Exactly. And you don't get, because you're pretending, he's probably with someone and he's pretending, and together,
Yes.
once he knocked them booty out anyway, and so now you want to act like your feelings is hurt, and you want to cry to the man that you should have been faithful to anyway. Keep your legs closed and stop pretending. This is Gail. No, this is Sledge and Sweet Lips, and thank you for allowing us to yes, and yeah, and what's your name? Killer Khan.
Chili.
That's how we act.
No, you said we punch a chick Johnson, but anyway, and so this was Wheat Johnson. Thank you, Wheat Johnson, for joining us.
I said Wheat Johnson.
Thank you, Wheat. Guys, let me just go ahead and let Wheat go to bed. Okay. Hey, look, these people are not going to catch me out here with these names. I thought she said wheat, okay?
Kind of almost like buckwheat.
Wheat, tweety, whatever.
Okay.
But it is so Sweet Lips, and it is Sister Sledge saying and meaning it. Don't be a great.
That's sweet.
I think we is. Hey, we over here acting like she want to come and do something on the line to me, but I don't even care. But hey, look at here. Thank you. Hey, we appreciate you just, hey, letting us say our thing, because
and love those that love you.
Yeah, love those who don't love you. Love those who love you, but the ones that's not really for love, do not enter into a relationship until you can truly love yourself. Right. Because if you love yourself, you can love others. If you respect yourself, you will respect others.
And if you really love someone, you will never be ashamed to express your love. Express your love.
Do not be ashamed.
Forget what other people feel or think.
Right. And you know what? And I did this one reading on, if you tell someone that you love them, mean it. That word is used loosely. Really. It's used loosely. And a lot of times it is used as a weapon against someone else, because you're saying something that's false, when that person is really looking for love, and you just looking for a place, a roof over your head, and some wheels that you didn't work for. So you want to sit there and be a pretender, like, oh, I love you, when really all you want is just a resting place. Don't be that person, okay? It is Sweet Lips and Sledge, and we will be back tomorrow. Join us. We have another hot topic coming, okay? Hot. This one real hot. Okay? Because let me tell you what we need to learn. I tell you, we are on this relationship kick. Hopefully, we're not going to see any, I'm not going to say, we only wishing and praying. Lord, let these relationships that these people are in right now, heal them, give them the strength to just bring that relationship to a foundation that is built on Christ, in Jesus' name.
Yeah.
And let me tell you.
And Lord, let's pray. She's right. And if it doesn't work out, just call the Sweet Lips Candy Wagon. Come on by. Ding, 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 ding. I'm a little bell. Ding, 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 ding. Jump on in the wagon.
And do not forget, starting tomorrow, because my birthday is on Saturday. When you come live, I want to hear a song, a Christmas carol, Jingle Bells, Batman Smell, Robin Lady, however you want to sing that song. Okay? I, Sister Sledge, Gail, to the point, whichever one you want to call it. When those lights come on from Monday to Saturday, I want to hear a Christmas carol for my birthday.
Oh, and I just want to say hi to Little Butterfly. You know you are, Little Butterfly? Black Butterfly.
Yes. And look, and so Saturday, because it's my birthday, Sweet Lips will come back and we're going to have cake. And I'll just put some to the thing so you can have some too. So, sing, get your Christmas carols, get your Christmas voice ready, because that is my birthday request from my followers, is that when I come live, that I want to hear a Christmas song, okay?
And we're going to be playing Christmas songs that day too. We're going to be playing them. We're going to play them.
And Sweet Lips and now we're gonna sing. We're gonna sing some Christmas songs. We're gonna do some Christmas carol. We're gonna be internet caroling, online
and
caroling.
If you don't like, you're gonna listen to it anyway.
Yeah, and if you don't like it, listen to it anyway. You will listen to it anyway. And don't you try to.
But we love y'all out there.
We
Family,
love
friends,
you.
Bless all of y'all.
Yes. Stay woke, people. Stay woke. There's a lot going on in this world. Times are changing. People are changing.
Yes.
People are lost. People are doing the most ridiculous
people getting
things.
into the wrong relationships. People meeting the wrong
things are going. But look, we're going to turn it around. We're going to turn it around. We're going to pray for every household. We're going to pray for every relationship, that it lasts and that it bonds together, and that you can strengthen one another and be there for one another and show each other love and support and honor your relationship and turn that relationship into a marriage. In Jesus' name, that's what I'm praying. I'm praying for all of you, okay? So we will see you come tomorrow. It is Sweet Lips and Sledge saying we're going to take our behinds where? Away from here.